Hello and welcome to this video. My name is Sacha, and in this video I want to talk about the keys to achieving your goals, to achieving success. So recently I was feeling overwhelmed in my weeks and how I should use my time, I always felt like I didn't have enough time. So what I did, or before even that, I want to show you this little drawing here. So you can see two circles, one with long arrows, one with short arrows. That's how you distribute your attention. If all of your attention is split towards 10 different things you want to learn boxing, you want to learn this sport, you want to do this, you want to focus on schoolwork, you want to focus on business, bam, bam, bam. Well, you're not really making progress in anything because you're not actually giving the time to focus on any of those. So, although this is hard to do, this is very important to do, it's to only focus on a couple things. Only focus on what's more important. The thing is, when you're on self-development, there's a lot of important things. And it's hard to say, I'm going to do this and I'm not going to do this other thing so I can focus on this thing. But you have to do it. You have to choose only what's the most important, or if there's a lot of things that are super important, you got to let go of some of them so you can actually make progress. So Miyamoto Musashi is a Japanese samurai philosopher from back in the day. Part of his philosophy was to dedicate yourself to one craft. So for him, it was swordsmanship, and he pretty much dedicated all of his life to that. And one quote he says goes something like, "Through one thing, learn 1,000." So let's say your focus is weightlifting and you want to dedicate your life to that. Maybe not the best example, but whatever. Well, through mastering that one craft, you learn a ton of things in different aspects of life. You don't just learn how to lift a dumbbell, you learn a whole philosophy, whole life lessons. But yeah, having only one focus, I think in this day and age is pretty unrealistic. You might want to focus on a business, on getting a physique, and schoolwork. Bam, that's your three. But having only one is pretty tough, unless you have something that you're particularly passionate about and you can just put all your energy into that, even better. So now what I did was I made a list and I wrote things that take up time in my week. And I wrote everything down. And it could be like, okay, physiotherapy exercises, I train my neck and forearms at home, I make YouTube videos, I work on my business, reading, good habits. You make a list, and what I did was what I'm willing to let go of to focus on the other more important things, I put a little X next to it, and what I wanted to keep, I put a little check mark next to it. I think this is interesting, and you might want to not necessarily cut something off, but let's say for now what I'm doing is instead of going to the gym 4 times a week, I'm going to do 2 times a week just for the time being, to have more time to organize myself. Because I'm going to be honest, I felt pretty overwhelmed recently. And it's not necessarily that I've had too much going on in my head. It's just, you just need to organize things sometimes. It's not that I'm doing too much. It's just my head is all over the place and there's a good amount of things to do. And it just needs to be organized. So now that's one of the keys to success, right? But if we're going to talk about the basics, semen retention. You need the energy if you want to go through and do all these things, or these few things that you're going to focus on. Semen retention is going to be your energy source, is going to be your path to growth and success. So since we're talking about the keys of success and achieving your goals, I think it's very important to talk about semen retention. And then also self-talk. These are the two other things I would recommend that are super important. Self-talk is, there's an app called Self-Talk Plus, and basically you change your programs. You change your negative mindsets. Let's say you've heard that, you can't make money. You heard that once or twice as a kid. Your parents said that. Bam, it's in there, and it keeps on going. Now that's what you tell yourself one time, two times, and then it becomes your internal truth, which is not necessarily the truth. You can make money. You're free to do what you want and achieve your goals. So self-talk, it will fix those negative beliefs that you might have set unconsciously when you were younger. The app is called Self-Talk Plus. I really recommend it. Some self-talks on it that I recommend are Super Coach, Self-Esteem, and there's one called Older Kids that I've been trying out because it has some programs on school, and I've been doing online school, and my mindset towards school, I noticed, was pretty bad. I actually made a video on this a couple videos ago, so you can check that out if you're interested. And now I want to read what I wrote right here as I was making these notes. Oh, this is really important actually. You feel like you're not enough, so you feel urgency to improve all aspects of your life. By focusing on too many things at once, you make minimal progress and feel overwhelmed. Solution: accept yourself for who you are right now and pick only a couple things to work on and give your full attention. Now, I forgot to talk about this aspect of you feel like you're not enough. So on self-improvement, you kind of see what you're lacking. You see where you need to improve. And like I said earlier, you want to focus on what's most important. But that can be tough because there's so many things that are important. There's a lot of things that are important. And you feel that urgency. It's a self-esteem issue. It can be a self-esteem issue because you feel urgency to improve because you don't feel like you're enough as you are. But I want to tell you that we are all complete beings from the moment we were born. If you're talking about getting a physique, that's just a human thing. That's just a mental thing of ego and strength, and sure, it's something to pursue. And I'm not saying don't get the physique. I'm saying if you don't have the physique right now, even if you're skin and bones or you're obese, you work towards it, but you should love yourself. You should love yourself, and you improve because you love yourself and you know that you can achieve greater things, but that doesn't mean you dislike yourself for who you are right now. So, like I said, accept yourself for who you are right now. And maybe easier said than done, but once again, self-talk. In self-talk, you have self-talk for self-esteem, and that can help. Now, what else? Yeah, it's that urgency. So if you focus on only a couple things, maybe you'll neglect something else that's important. And if you have bad self-esteem, let's say you work on your business and you neglect getting a physique. Now, this is a problem if you're insecure about your physique, because you're going to feel like, I need to get the physique as fast as possible. I need to get rich as fast as possible. So you need to be willing to not do everything at once, because then you'll just be stuck in a loop where you're making minimal progress in all of those things and you stay insecure. So you got to fix your self-esteem, work on what's most important, And out of those things that are most important, pick only a few, give all of your attention to that, improve, and then once you actually master something, like Miyamoto Musashi, he dedicated like so many years into swordsmanship, but then at one point he dedicated himself to philosophy, to other things, because he had achieved sufficient mastery of a craft to move on to something else. This is definitely, there's something definitely interesting in that to be learned. So yes, I've talked about all I want to talk about. Thank you for watching this video. My name is Sacha. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I also offer supplements. There's a multivitamin, there's testosterone boosting supplements, great supplements that I take myself. If you want to support me, check it out. It's called T Strength. It's the first link or one of the links in the description. And there's also one-on-one coaching, which I offer. You get a free call to see if we would be a good fit. Go check it out. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.